You should focus on Dan because I'm just the loser here. Okay, cool. We are at Atlas Lens.
Don't talk to yourself that way. Only positive self-talk.
Positive self-talk. I am the best person on the face of the planet.
That's right.
Atlas Lens. Cool. Ready to rock? This is Randall, Stewart. I got Walter behind the camera. I got Dan in front of me. Dan's with the Atlas Lens, but let me give him a little before I get to you, Dan. Build Expo 2025. B&H. Good stuff.
Build, link, collab.
Right. All the above. I like that. Build, link, collab. Also, DecentEXPOsure, the new channel we're putting out here. So going to expos, doing some interviews with people like Dan and Atlas. So Dan,
always you got decent, never indecent exposure on this channel.
Always decent, kid friendly. So I wanted to ask you today about some of the newer lenses you got out, right? You said you already knew where you're going with, so I'm gonna let you take the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple fantastic things happening here at Bild Expo in New York City with the Javits Center. We have Atlas Smell-O-Vision, so if you take a picture of yourself with our social media posts and tag us and then send it to our DM, we will unlock the power of Banana Smell-O-Vision for you.
Get your Scratch and Sniff Smell-O-Vision cue card, and when you see a flashing number, scratch that number and sniff.
Innovation in action right now. You've unlocked Smell-O-Vision.
I've unlocked Smell-O-Vision?
Yes.
Am I smelling my phone or the taffy?
The Smell-O-Vision, bro. Don't ask. Yeah, the taffy. Probably next to this thing.
It smells like banana.
Banana.
Do you give it a 10 out of 10? Num-nums? Is it nummy num-nums?
Num-num.
Smell-O-Vision.
Smell this?
Yeah.
Atlas Lens?
Atlas Smell-O-Vision. Can you taste the rainbow?
I can taste it.
Smell-O-Vision.
Smells good.
All right, you got it.
I'll eat it.
Nailed it. But beyond that, we're also showcasing 3 new Mercury series lenses. We've got the 24mm, the 27mm, and the 32mm, which you can find in the B&H booth. And beyond that, most recently, our Orion series lenses were used on the movie Anora, 5-time Oscar-winning Anora.
Nice.
The Mercury series were used on 28 Years Later, which is about to come out, as well as another great film that's about to come out called Highest to Lowest, which is Spike Lee's newest film.
Nice. Killer.
And beyond that, if you catch the latest season of Andor on Disney Plus and watch the behind the scenes, you will find Mercury series being used for a lot of the Starfighter internal, the cockpit stuff. So I don't know, I haven't watched the season yet, but you'll have to DM me and tell me. I haven't had time to catch up on my streaming, but I want to, maybe on the flight back home to LA. So one of the things I like to say about the Mercury series lenses is that we call them the universal anamorphic lens. So especially with those 3 new focal lengths, they're great for 16mm film, 35mm film, 35mm digital, full frame digital, and beyond full frame with systems like the new Fujifilm GFX Eterna full frame, beyond full frame, medium format movie camera.
Nice.
So the Eterna is actually well covered by the Mercury series lenses for either a 16:9 delivery or for a CinemaScope aspect ratio delivery. And so you have that massive 44x33mm open gate sensor, which pairs really well with our lenses.
Yeah.
And it also works great with cameras like the Alexa 265, also with the Blackmagic Ursa Cine 17K.
Nice.
So really a universal set of 9 anamorphic lenses in the Mercury series. And we also have some friends here from Pixboom. They're showcasing a new 1,000 frames per second and beyond backside illuminated sensor. So not only do you have high speed filming, you have high dynamic range, and you have very sensitive sensitivity. So you need less light to get good dynamic range at high speed, which is unusual and kind of incredible. So it's unlocking new capabilities. Records onboard RAW with some onboard RAID SSDs.
Nice.
And that should be debuting for sale later this fall, I believe.
Nice.
So come check it out. They're actually letting people test the camera here on the show floor, and they have a really amazing reel. Of course, we got the Fujifilm Eterna, and we're showcasing an open source format that we call Atlas Scope, where you rotate the camera body 90 degrees and your sensor becomes vertical. The anamorphic lens then de-squeezes that vertical shot to give you a square or near square master recording aspect ratio that then you can deliver directly in that full square aspect.
Yeah.
Or you can do a 16:9 extraction or a 9:16 extraction from the same shot, depending on how you compose and frame your shot.
Nice. And that's on what camera over here, you said?
That's actually compatible with almost any camera. So,
it's
you know,
doing it.
great with a red Komodo, red Raptor, Blackmagic Pixis, which is what we're showing it on here. Great with all kinds of camera systems. Even the Pixboom will do it. You could even do it with the Eterna, although you might need an expander when you go to that aspect because it's so big.
Yeah.
Might be challenging to get the whole sensor in there. But be on the lookout. We're trying.
Yeah, you're killing it. No, you're not trying. You guys are killing it. You're succeeding, and you are far exceeding anything that I thought you would have 5 years ago even. You know what I mean? It's killer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Always
No,
great to see you, and, you know, lovely hanging out with you and Walter here at the show.
Yeah.
What have been some of your highlights for the show?
So far, we've only gotten a few things in because we're, doing the interview stuff. I don't really, that's a great question. 'Cause I don't have the smell of, actually, your smell-o-vision is probably the best thing I've run across so far and the funnest. I'm trying to think of the best piece of gear that I had though. Lighting wise, Pro Photo's got a lot of good stuff. I've seen, and light and well usable. I like their stuff too.
Those are beautiful lights.
Yeah.
Can't agree more. So
Yeah.
I came up in lighting, so shout out Local 728 and of course New York Local 52. We love you.
Love it. Well, I appreciate the time. I do got one last question, Dan. I'm asking everybody. What is your favorite animal?
My favorite animal is the squirrel.
Yes. Why? Is there a why to that? You came out with that quick.
They are just harmonious with nature. They're always curious and inquisitive about the world around them, and they got to get that nut.
And that is where I'm going to end it. Randall with Decent Exposure here at the Build 2025 conference at the Atlas Lens booth with our boy, Dan. Thank you very much.
Stay fresh, never frozen, always decent. That's the Pixboom Air. They call that one the Pixboom Air because there's nothing inside.